Client-server architecture can be used in LAN, WAN, MAN, all of these. In network, WAN stands for WAP Area Network, Wide Area Network, Wide Array Net, Wireless Area Network. HTML is used to create machine language program, high-level program, web page, web server. Which of the following is a correct format of email address? Name at website at info. Email protected name.website.com. The process of transferring files from a computer on the internet to your computer is called uploading, forwarding, FTP, downloading. In Internet terminology, IP means Internet provider, Internet protocol, Internet procedure, Internet processor. A website's front page, main page is called browser page, search page, home page, bookmark. Which one of the following is not a search engine? Microsoft Bing, Google, Yahoo, Wikipedia. Verification of a login name and password is known as configuration, accessibility, authentication, logging in. Internet Explorer falls under operating system, compiler, browser, IP address.
हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज के इस वीडियो में हम ट्रिपल सी के कुछ ऐसे एमसीक्यूएस लेकर आए हैं जो आपकी तैयारी को और बेहतर बनाएंगे। ये सारे सवाल एंकी डेक फॉर्मेट में उपलब्ध हैं ताकि आप बार बार तेजी से रिवाइज कर सकें। अगर आप पहली बार ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं और एंकी एप्लीकेशन के बारे में जानना चाहते हैं तो डिस्क्रिप्शन जरूर पढ़ें, वहां आपको पूरी जानकारी मिलेगी। अगर आपको ये क्वेश्चन सेट पसंद आता है और आप इसे खरीदना चाहते हैं तो हमें टेलीग्राम चैनल 8XCMCQS पर कॉन्टैक्ट करें। और अगर आपको किसी सवाल या जवाब में कोई गलती लगे तो कृपया कमेंट सेक्शन में टाइम स्टैम्प के साथ लिखें। साथ ही कमेंट सेक्शन जरूर चेक करें, हो सकता है वहां पहले से सुधार दिया गया हो। हर हफ्ते हम नए एमसीक्यू लाते हैं, तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें। चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
What is the full form of www in web address? World Wide Web, World Wide Word, World Wide Wood, none of these. Full form of HTML is Hypertext Markup Language, Hypertext Manipulation Language, Hypertext Managing Links, Hypertext Manipulating Links. Moving from one website to another is called downloading, browsing, uploading, attachment. A computer on internet are identified by email address, street address, IP address, none of the above. TCP/IP is a network hardware, network software, protocol, none of these. OSI stands for Open System Interface, Out System Interface, Open System Interconnection, Out System Interconnection. Underscore 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 is an access channel for computers to exchange information. Socket, port, gateways, protocol. The standard protocol of the Internet is Java, Flash, HTML, TCP/IP. A underscore 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 shares hardware, software and data among authorized user. IP, CPU, network, DNS. Is the exchange of computer-stored messages by telecommunication. Download, email, upload, all of these. Which is the slowest internet connection service? Landline, dial-up service, digital subscriber line, cable modem. The Internet is an internal communication system, a communication system for the Indian government, a large network of networks, all of these. Which of the following is used to create web pages? Java, XML, HTML, Paint. Junk email is also called spoof, spam, crumbs, sniffer script. Which of the following term is associated with Internet email? Pie chart, slide presentation, bookmark, plotter. The concept of electronic cash is to execute payment by ATM card, credit card, check, using computers over network. What was the first network that planted the seeds of Internet? ARPANET, Usenet, Infrared, DataNet. The code for a web page is written using Perl, WinZip, URL, hypertext markup language. Each computer connected to the internet must have a modern connection, be an IBM PC, have a unique IP address, be internet compatible. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol, Transistor Control Protocol, Transform Control Protocol, Transmission Communicational Protocol. Which of the following is not an example of web browser? Safari, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Avast. Which protocol helps to transfer files between computers? FTP, SMTP, HTTP, HTTPS. Which of the following is not a term pertaining to the internet? Link, search engine, browser, keyboard. HTML is a web browser, network protocol, programming language, markup language. DNS stands for Domain Name System, Domain Name Signal, Domain Number System, Disk Name System. XML stands for Extra Markup Language, Extended Marking Links, Excellent Markup Language, Extensible Markup Language. ISDN stands for Integrated Services Digital Network, Integrated Services Data Network, Integrated Security Digital Network, Integrated Security Data Network. Internet uses packet switching, telex switching, circuit switching, telephone switching. Which of the following refers to the main or start page of a website? Bookmark, browser page, home page, search page. An educational institution would generally have the following in its domain name: .edu, .com, .in, .co.in. How long is an IPv6 address? 32 bits, 128 bytes, 64 bits, 128 bits. What is Internet? A single network. A vast collection of different networks. Interconnection of local area networks. None of the mentioned. To connect the Internet, which service is required? Internet Architecture Board, Internet Society, Internet Service Provider. None of the mentioned. ISP exchanges internet traffic between their networks by Internet Exchange Point, Subscriber Endpoint, ISP Endpoint. None of the mentioned. Which one of the following protocol is not used in Internet? HTTP, DHCP, DNS. None of the above. Which protocol assigns IP address to the client connected in the Internet? DHCP, TCP, IP. None of the mentioned. The email component of Internet Explorer is called Messenger Mailbox, Message Box, Outlook Express. None of the above. The is the physical path over which a message travels. Protocol, medium, signal, all the above. A virtual private network creates a, through the network, tunnel, BRI, connection, SSH session. DNS is abbreviation of Domain Name System, Digital Naming System, Domain Name Server, Digital Name Server. The first network that planted the seeds of Internet was ARPANET, NSFNet, VNet, both A and B. The first graphical browser for the WWW was named Netscape, Veronica, Mosaic, Explorer. Fiber optics have the advantage of blank, being cheaper to install, being easier to install than twisted wire, having less interference, using direct line of sight. A client program used to access the Internet services and resources available through the World Wide Web. ISP, web browsers, web servers. None of the above. Which one of the following is a valid email? www.infomaxacademy.com, https://infomaxacademy.com, infomaxacademy.com, infomaxacademy@gmail.com. In which year was the first email sent? 1971, 1999, 1998, 1970. Websites contain many pages that can be navigated using blank bars, threads, links, strings. IIS refers to blank International Institute for Standards, Internet Information Server, Internal IP Scheme, Internet Information System. Which of the following protocols used by Internet Mail? SMTP, POP3, IMAP, all of the above. When you start web browser, the first web page that gets loaded in the browser is called user web page, first web page, beginning page, home page. Open a new tab in the foreground from the address bar. Control plus Enter, Shift plus Enter, Alt plus Enter, Alt plus Tab. Internet is a network of computers, terminal, networks, none of the above. Web pages are uniquely identified using IP address, domain, URL, file name. Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Netscape Navigator are examples of web server, Internet, web browser, World Wide Web. The computer or server on the Internet is also known as host, IP address, address, URL's address. SMTP stands for Server Mail Transfer Protocol, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, Small Mail Transmission Protocol, Short Mail Transmission Protocol. Which one of the following statement is not correct for digital signature? It is a mechanism for authentication. It is the scanned image of one's signature. It is created by encrypting information. It cannot be duplicated. www is based on which model? Local server, client server, 3-tier, none of these. Blank maps IP address with domain name of sites. URL, DNS, HTTP, TCP. The process of storing a page on web server. Uploading, downloading, streaming, buffering. Internet can be defined as interconnection of computers, interconnection of peripherals, interconnection of networks, interconnection of devices. Which of the following is suitable for networking in a building? WAN, LAN, MAN, BAN. A browser is a special folder on the Windows desktop used to keep documents up to date when shared between computers. A line that delineates the edge of a program window. A software program used for viewing web pages on the Internet. A window that is currently Which of the following is the commonly used browser? Microsoft Internet Explorer, Microsoft Excel, Google, Microsoft Windows. Two of the important browsers are blank and blank, Lynx, Minx, Netscape, i.e., Mosaic, Gopher, none of the above. The most commonly used web browser is Internet Explorer, Netscape, both A and B, none of the above. Blank, devices required for the internet connection. Joystick, CD drive, mouse, NIC card. A web address is also called a protocol, browser, URL, none of these. First page of website is termed as homepage, index, JavaScript, bookmark. IP stands for internal protocol, internet protocol, interior protocol, none of these. TCP stands for Tools Control Protocol, Transmission Control Protocol, Transfer Control Protocol, none of these. Which of the following topology is least affected by addition, removal of a node? Ring, bus, star, none of the above. The World Wide Web is composed of 1 page, only 100 web pages, 500 web pages, millions of web pages. HTML is an acronym for underscore 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 underscore. Hypertext Modern Language, Hyperlink Markup Language, Hypertext Markup Link, Hypertext Markup Language. Every web document has a unique address. What is it called? IP address, domain, universal resource locator, hyperlink. Which of the following is considered as first graphical web browser? Nexus, Internet Explorer, Netscape Navigator, Mosaic. The first page that you normally view at a website is its home page, master page, first page, banner. Which one of the following is a valid email? abc@zi, abc@gmail.com, at email protected sales.inquiries.guilds.co.uk. The internet uses circuit switching, packet switching, hybrid switching, none of the above. Which of the following is a type of network? Ring, bus, star, pan. Full form of modem is modulator demodulator, modulator data, data modulator, none of these. What is Internet Explorer in Firefox? Search engine, software, web browser, web application. Blank is a network reliability issue. The number of users, the type of transmission medium, the frequency of failure, unauthorized access. Which one of the following gives facilities to move from one web page to another web page? Hyperlink, master link, joint link, cascading link. What is the full form of modem? Modulo demolo, modulation, demodulation, modulator, demodulator, modulation demodulating. Who invented the World Wide Web (WWW)? Alan Turing, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Tim Berners-Lee. Internet Explorer. It's an internet browser. It's provided by Windows operating system. It's provide an access point to World Wide Web. All of the above. Which out of the following option is related to Internet? URL, DMP, BPM, URK. Which of the following is not the Internet search engine? Google, Yahoo, Bing, Facebook. What is full form of ISP related to Internet? Internet show provider, Internet service provider, Internet speed provider, Internet space provider.
थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग। मेहनत करते रहिए और सीखते रहिए। मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए गुड बाय।